Welcome to the Performing Arts Center at Seton Hill University, home to the Department of Theater and Dance and Music. Additional dance studios are located in the Arts Building 1 block away. Our main lobby is where audiences and students typically enter the building. Here, one has access to our box office, the Carol Ann Wright Concert Hall, and our William Granger Ryan Theater. The concert hall is our venue typically used for the Department of Music's ensemble concerts, recitals, and other Seton Hill University events and cultural performances open to the community. The acoustic shells are movable to adjust for performance needs, along with all of the lighting and sound equipment one could need. At the opposite end of the lobby are 2 rehearsal spaces, the Johnson Rehearsal Room and the Ridge Performance Studio. The Ridge Performance Studio is typically where our acting, directing, and other studio classes are held. This is also where all auditions, callbacks, and rehearsals for the season are done.
Being placed at the corner of the building, this room has a beneficial use of natural lighting with its large windows, while having the option to draw them closed for studio performances and rehearsals. With the use of the black traveler that can surround the studio to help enclose the space, use of full-length mirrors to help with choreography, and the ability to change the setup of the ridge to match any configuration of any production set, this room's versatility is a huge benefit. This space also has a pipe grid and light board so one can hang lighting instruments and create different lighting designs for student performances.
The Johnson Rehearsal Hall holds larger musical rehearsals and classroom courses. It's connected to the concert hall, which makes for quick and easy access for performances. Our first design studio classroom is mostly where our computer-based drafting and drawing courses are held. Having drafting tables for hand drafting right next to our Macs that contain software such as Vectorworks, QLab, and more help make this a great space for understanding the transferring of paper and pencil drafts to computer-aided drafting.
Our second design studio classroom is where we have more design-based classes such as model making, lighting lab, and all other design courses. This studio is where we are not afraid to get messy with creativity and experimenting.
Located right outside the costume shop is our green room. Here, students come and sit, eat, and relax in between classes and outside of performances. This is also where all of our prop food and drink items are prepared for performances. This includes full fridge and microwave use.
We have 3 dressing rooms available for productions, 2 of which can host up to 14 performers, with a smaller one that can host up to 3. We also have an overflow dressing room outside for final touches and extra space. The dressing rooms are fully equipped with lights and mirrors, along with bathroom and shower use.
Our spacious costume shop is a welcoming and inclusive place where students of all abilities can learn and thrive. It features FAF sewing machines and sergers, ergonomic sewing stations, professional cutting tables, and lots of natural light. Fabric, notions, and a wide variety of hand tools are easily accessible in our organized storage that can be found throughout our shop. In addition to our sewing shop, we have a fully equipped craft room, featuring a high-capacity dye vat, a fused glass kiln, and multiple evacuation hoods to keep everyone safe. Laundry equipment, air drying cabinets, and several sinks allow us to also clean and maintain the costumes we build. Costume classes are conducted in our front classroom, thoughtfully laid out with sensory needs and deep learning in mind. This space also features FAF sewing machines and a professional cutting table so students can clearly see how classroom experiences intentionally connect to production practices.
We are fortunate to have a large costume storage area just around the corner from our shop. This enables us to prioritize sustainable practices as we reuse many of our costumes and accessories from year to year. Being able to cleanly store costumes and accessories in an organized and efficient manner allows us to share our costumes with others, providing a pathway for us to connect with and support high schools, colleges, and theaters throughout the region.
The William Granger Ryan Theater, or Ryan Theater for short, is home to many of the performances for the Department of Theater and Dance. The Ryan is a flexible black box theater. This means that the audience-performer relationship can be changed to suit each production and allow our students to learn to make theater in a variety of arrangements. We can change the current arrangement of proscenium into thrust, arena, or something completely new. It is not uncommon for us to change over the seating risers in between productions in our season.
There is a trap room beneath a large portion of the theater, which means that we are able to remove floor panels to replace with scenic elements such as use of trapdoors or stairways for entrances from below. Above the theater space, our grid is very high up, about 30 feet. For those hard-to-reach places, we also have a personal genie lit to help us secure both lighting equipment, rigging installments, and scenery elements.
The Ryan Theater and Concert Hall have direct access to our scene shop, making the transferring of scenery and equipment to and from the shop very convenient. The scene shop is a 50 by 60 workshop with all of the standard stationary and hand tools needed for wood and metal fabrication to safely build and install a production. The space is shared with paints, props, and electrics, a perfect place for collaboration. The shop has a large area to build either larger scenic elements or multiple elements at once. Plus, having the room for rolling work tables as well is a great ergonomic bonus. Here, students will learn the standard building, rigging, and safety practices for industry-standard carpentry and theatrical production fabrication.
We also have the capability to weld with arc and MIG equipment for advanced scenic needs. All building practices that are taught are standard carpentry instruction that students can take out into the world and into different fields if desired. Safety is always number one in the building. All personal protective equipment, or PPE, is supplied to all students and faculty in the scene shop and stored in the shop. The new installation of our saw-stop table saw is the perfect example of how safety is always number one in the shop.
We have a loading dock that is perfect for quickly unloading deliveries of materials off of the truck and straight into the racks. We have a loft for some quick and easy storage for our most commonly used items, such as stock flats and doors, or specialty items such as trusses and tracking hardware. Our paints and props area is fully stocked with industry brand paint to practice color mixing and all the brushes and tools to incorporate texture to finish up the scenery. Fun fact, all of the shops, costumes, paints and props, electrics, and scene shop offer work-study positions. This is a great opportunity to get some actual work experience on your resume and learn skills while being paid.
The Performing Arts Center has a freight elevator that connects to all levels of the building, large enough to move our larger items or multiple items at once for efficiency.
The top level is where we have access to both the concert hall and the Ryan booths and grids. Here, cables, gels, and other electrical and rigging equipment is stored, along with our ropes for masking and our rigging work table that stores the proper rigging materials and equipment. Students will be learning the proper techniques and safety practices of rigging throughout their time here.
Our Ryan booth is where the lightboard and soundboard operator sit during performances, along with our stage manager calling the production. The booth also holds a small recording studio to record audio for both production and department needs, such as house announcements or video voiceovers. Since our theater is a flexible black box, sometimes it's difficult to see certain moments of the performance, so our stage manager is able to use the monitor to see better and call the cues accurately.
Above our Ryan Theater is our grid and catwalks. Because the theater is a flexible black box, our grid spans the whole length and width of the theater. This is to be able to have access and place any lighting, rigging, or masking necessary for the configuration of the production. As you can see, there are large open areas perfect for custom rigging and scenic elements. Just because there is no in-house fly system does not mean that we are not able to fly or move scenery.
We hope you've enjoyed this quick virtual tour of our Performing Arts Center for Seton Hill University.
There is so much more that we don't have time to show you, so we hope to see you in person soon. Something different is happening every day, which makes every day amazing.
If you would like more information, please do not hesitate to contact any of the theater and dance faculty, or contact Seton Hill University at www.setonhill.edu/admission, or call at 724-838-4281.
We look forward to seeing you soon.